Hey music fans! As a roadie, I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road, and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios, and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie, and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. Nightwish released this new track to me called Tribal. It was the first time I'd seen a new release from Nightwish to react to. Everything I've reacted to has been around for a while, and you guys know it. And Tribal has been around for a while. I now know because I did 7 reactions here that you guys can see in a row if you wanted to. But they released a video that was new, and so that's where I jumped into this track next. I loved it. It's so very good. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy all these reactions. They're not totally in sequential order of when they were shot. I intentionally did Kai's drum playthrough last because I thought it would be awesome, and it was. It was really, really good. And then I did a fan one where they extended the track just to kind of see what the fan did. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoy it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing everybody on the next one. This is kind of exciting for me as a reactor, I guess this is what they call us, but I've never actually reacted to a new Nightwish release. I've reacted to a lot of Nightwish. I've become a big fan recently in the last year or so now. I have reacted to new Floor releases, but this will be my first Nightwish. So this is not that video. This is the official lyric video, but I'm going to check this out first to kind of feel into the song and then check out the release that was released today, actually. So we'll jump into that next. Let's give this a go. dramatically different than the usual tracks I listen to from Nightwish. So what's going on in my head is a lot. This is way more straight metal than I've heard from them in the past. Loved all the guitar, very Metallica sounding in my brain. They're all tough as hell. I really enjoyed it. Floor's always wonderful. She had great vocals, but to me, it's the drums, man. The drums in this track are super, super awesome. I'm assuming this is a newer track for the band because I didn't find any older releases, and so I'm also assuming this is Kai playing, and it makes sense. It's so darn good because that guy sure is good. So I have questions. I want to see him play this because that was sweet. And when I think of the word tribal musically, I of course think of drums, and so this did not let me down in any way. I'm eager to check out a live performance, and so let's jump in that together. But cool Nightwish track that's a little bit different, kind of fun, sort of like, I guess The Islander is the next that comes to mind for me. That was different than what I expected from what I had heard earlier, or maybe Phantom of the Opera. That was also different than so much other stuff, but very cool track here. I'm digging this. Those other two tracks, by the way, are not supposed to be metal, I realize. It's just that they were a different sound to my ear than I was expecting right out of the gates, so kind of cool. Let's jump into the next one. Cool track. I just listened to this track for the first time. It was the official lyric version. I really enjoyed it. I didn't mention also I liked all the skeletons dancing around. I should have said that in my reaction because they were cool. I just got so excited, I forgot. What I got excited about was the drums on this track are freaking awesome. And it was a lot more metal than I had heard in any other Nightwish performance. Just straight metal is what I mean. So I enjoy this track thus far. I'm super eager to check it out live. This is the newest release, and actually the very first release I've ever done that was brand new of Nightwish. Everything I've reacted to was new to me, but I don't know how new it was to you guys. Anyway, this might be the first one that's new to all of us. So let's give this a go and see how good this particular video is. Let's do this. Okay, gonna pause it. Sorry. So on the official lyric video, it was the first time I'd heard it just now, so I'm wondering if this was the same intro. I did like the intro, but what I'm getting at is in the outro, Floor's vocal was copying this, I think. So I'm going to be listening for that at the end of this track to see if I'm right off of my first listen off the last track. If not, I'm very romantic in thought, in that I like tying things together, and maybe sometimes I just make it up. But that's kind of what I was thinking, so let's keep going. loved it. That was really great stuff. I like this better than the official lyric video. Maybe it's because I got to watch Floor perform, and I always enjoy that. They kept the skeletons around, so I'm glad I mentioned something. Skeletons are cool. This video just was a rush. It was really good. I'm not going to say used to, but I enjoy Marco doing a duet with Floor a lot. That being said, I think Troy did a fantastic job here on the duet. He had that very Marco sound to me, and he meshed so very well with her. I am aware that he performs with her, with just the two of them sometimes, so they spend time putting music together. So very, very, very cool stuff here going on. The drums were awesome. I want to see all of the like the bongo type stuff. Did Kai do that as well? I presume he did, all the percussion. And if so, is there a recording of that? I'd love to see that because it gets going. I think I'm right. I think she did mimic the intro with her vocal, which is so very, very neat to me to have done. And you know, one thing I'm noticing in this video that I've never mentioned in any other one is who does Floor's wardrobe? Because it's such good stuff. She looks so friggin' cool and everything. So whoever's in charge of her wardrobe, whoever makes the clothes and stuff, sorry for neglecting you for like 100 episodes on here, because you're very, very good at what you do. I think she always looks cool. So anyway, let's jump into the next track. I did find a couple live versions, and I did find a Kai playthrough video, which I'm going to react to last because I think that's going to be like the dessert to all of this. It's going to be so good. But the live ones should be good too, so let's jump into those together. And thanks for the new release, Nightwish. This was awesome. Okay, this is the live in the virtual world version of the song Tribal that I just started listening to today, and I really like it a lot, but it is Nightwish, so it's not a surprise, but I enjoy how metal this song is. I did actually like this show. It was released during COVID, and it's missing Marco, which was a bummer for me, but other than Marco not being around, I thought this was a super, super cool performance. I liked everyone I've seen so far, so let's jump in together and see if we still go on. I'm interested to see if Troy does a duet with her in this, like I just saw in that live version. The official live video, I think they called it, that was released here today. And to see if it has the same power, because that official live version, very like get go, get go. So let's see what we got. Let's do this. totally different to my ear. I think Troy sang more in this track was the metal flute that he busted out at the end just before Floor goes into her long vocal. In the other versions, I'm not sure. Bagpipe, I think it was in the beginning. Don't remember a bagpipe. So all this different. And then that one lick. I don't remember hearing that. So either it was lower in the mix or this is a totally different mix of it. Still very, very cool. Floor also sang with a lot more aggression in her voice than I feel like I heard in the other versions thus far. And I like that aggression. I thought that was really a cool part of it. It was like tough, man, real tough. So neat stuff. Let's jump into the next one. This is this track, Tribal, that I just listened to the first time here today. I'm on this run. I like this song so much. It's so very metal. Super, super cool. This is the first full live performance I think I've reacted. So the virtual world performance was in a studio setting, so it's a little different. This is on a stage, so this will be the first, and then the official live video, which is what they released today, which brought all this about, was put together. So this is the first beginning to end I'm going to check out here. I'm going to see what they did differently than some of the other performances. One of the things I like about Nightwish is they do seem to switch it up quite a lot. It keeps it fun, and it keeps watching all of these various episodes interesting to a guy like me who really likes the ins and outs of this band and the music that they put together. So with all that being said, all that stuff, let's jump into this 2022 Pinkpop Festival. Let's do this.
Het was leuk met het jasje. Die gaat wel uit. Want tijd om een beetje tribal te worden. Na 2 jaar op de bank hebben we genoeg. Niks gedaan. We mogen weer los. Volg ons lekker.
Oof, I think I like that one the best so far. I may be changing my mind. Oh, so good. So on this one, I heard that dun-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na on that lick. I heard that this time, whereas I hadn't. I don't know. So it was down in the mix, or I was really focused on other things. I think the drums mostly, because I love the drums on this track. But on this one, it was the Flora show again, and I get giddy because I like her so very much. So it brought back a bit of a personal memory, actually. I had only done so many shows where they have the stage, the walkway, go all the way into the audience, and I love that, man. It just kind of brings the whole show together. Problem is for the front man or whoever has to run out there, it's a lot of work to get all the way out there, get all the way back. So I started coming back to center stage to finish out the track, and it's a long way to go. And so it kind of made me laugh in my head. I remember this kind of stuff with Scott from Stone Temple Pilots. He used to like to jump into the audience, and then he got to get back, you know. The walkway one was with Guns N' Roses and Rock in Rio, and it was very cool to see Axl run all the way out into the audience and all the way back. You know, as much flack as that guy gets, some of it's undeserved, I think. So it's tough, man. It kicks your butt doing all that running around, and I always appreciated the performers doing it. It's a lot of work. Anyway, back to the performance in this. I really like that Tomas was just banging away, his head banging. I felt like in his head, it's like, you guys don't think we can be metal enough if we don't want to be? And that's why I wrote this. And so it was just what was going on in my head. I don't know what was going on in his, but I promise to me it felt that way. With Flora here, what was interesting is the way she sang it. So in that virtual world, I loved the aggressiveness of it, the way she performed. In this one, she wasn't aggressive until Troy came in and they did that little duet. Her vocal got more aggressive, and then she lightened up again. I personally liked that a lot. I thought that was really cool. So that's what I took from this performance, but I love a complete show. I just like seeing what they've got to offer. And this one, I think they offered a lot. Would have been a cool show to go to. I really like this track. Let's jump into the next live one. Let's do this together. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, so for those of you keeping up on my timeline, I am going to actually do this out of order. I am going to do a Drumcam that I found at Knotfest, which was the same year as this Masters of Rock performance, 2022, but it was a little bit earlier in the year. I'm doing that intentionally, obviously, that's what I'm telling you, but it's because I want to see Kai's playthrough last. I think that's, as I said in the first of this, I think it's the kind of dessert to all of this. I think the drum track's going to be so cool to watch, so I'm saving it. Also found an extended version that a fan made. I'm going to jump into that very, very last because I thought that could be fun. Oh, and then, so you guys are aware too, there is another performance online. It's Hellfest. I'm not reacting to it because actually I got a copyright strike a while back, which I'd never gotten. I was like, oh no, what did I do? I'm really careful on these. I was like, hope I didn't piss anybody off. Anyway, in France, the copyright laws are different, and the people at Hellfest were cool. And I was like, I literally just brought on one of your headliners to do a video. I didn't mean to piss you guys off. And so the lawyer removed the strike right away. But they did ask me not to do any more reactions to Hellfest. So I don't, out of respect for those guys. But if you guys want to check out the video, I urge you to do so. You should. So anyhow, let's jump into this one now. Now this is two tracks. This is a track I believe called Noise and Tribal. So Noise is new to me. I haven't heard it. What might happen here is I may jump into a whole nother series of this track Noise that I'm not familiar with, which is A-okay by me. Hopefully it's okay with you guys. But let's jump into this performance. It's almost 10 minutes, so we're going to have a little bit of a time together here. Let's check it out.
No!
bang and stop for a sec before we presumably jump into Tribal here. But Noise, that was my first time listening to it, and boy, is that a great song too. So much passion in her performance there, and the drive and determination of the song is just huge. This is cool to see them go from one song to the next too, by the way. I haven't seen that yet, I don't believe, and so I'm excited to go into Tribal here in a few moments. But I wanted to give Noise its own time, so I think I'm gonna have to try and track down some other Noise performances if I can find them. We'll see, and give the respect to this track that it deserves, because that's a kick-ass track, man. It's really, really good, and her performance on it is just incredible. She worked it, dude. Anyway, let's see, continuing on here, what she's got with Tribal.
After our years on the couch and our years without festivals, we're released back into the wild. How about we go a little bit tribal tonight, huh? 10,000 tales gonna carry us back. The song of us.
So good. Back to back awesomeness is what that was. Gosh, sometimes I get so absorbed into the track I forget that I'm supposed to say stuff at the end because I'm just enjoying it so much. That's how this one was. I really, really liked that. It's what's fun about Nightwish is, for me, as I begin to learn a track, and I'm taking these individually and going through and trying to dissect them, which brings me back to when I first got into music as a kid. I loved that. I remember we'd get bootlegs. Remember we'd buy bootleg CDs when we could find them and then delve into those performances and hear the differences and what the artists that we like so much choose to do on each evening. Then when I began to tour with bands and I saw the performances that were the same, but so very different when you really paid attention, it was just a wonderful part of the opportunity of touring with bands as a roadie. It was great. Anyway, talking about great, pyro dudes. You always make a performance better. The pyro on this was so well done and so well placed. I really, really liked it a lot. The drums here, I can't wait to get to this drum playthrough. I believe it's the next one we're going to do here. It's going to be so, so good because the drums on this are just next level. They're so brilliant. Also, I know they're professionals. I know it's what you do for a living. I know you play, you perform, blah, blah, blah. I know, and I've seen. But the thing is how could someone have the energy to go from noise to tribal and still just crush it all the way through without being tired or missing a note or anything? I know you're professionals, I know, but it's still so badass. So that's what I took from this longer performance of just like, you're so good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, let's jump into this drum playthrough, which is going to be sick. Let's do this together. I'm going to need your help on this. I don't know if I can make it through by myself. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on that one. Okay, I was pretty excited about this the moment I saw that it existed, but this is Hahto, and he's doing a drum cam for the track Tribal. So this is at Knotfest in Finland in 2022. I did do it a little bit out of order. I said so in the last one at Monsters of Rock. Monsters of Rock, I think, was in December, if I'm correct. This was in August, but either way, it's the same year, and I just wanted to have this as my grand finale. I also said in the last one, I may need your help getting through this because I'm so excited about it, but the drums on this are amazing, and we're going to be right in there, man. This should be super, super cool. Let's give it a go. I did find one more version. It's actually a fan-made version. He did an extended version of the track Tribal. I don't know how good it will be, but I'm intrigued, and so we'll give that a go together. I'll be the last one, I think, unless you guys have other ones that exist. Let me know. Thank you, guys. Let's jump into Kai doing this kick-ass drum cam video. Let's do it. You guys are see Tomas there is headbanging. makes it look so easy. It's amazing. That's the mark of a true professional. A guy really knows what he's doing. It just makes it look simple. That was really, really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as me. Did you also see all the pyro in the back? It's kind of fun. It's also fun to see from a different perspective the stage. So from where the drummer sits. I had Cosmo on from Creedence Clearwater Revival. I did an interview with him a while back, and he said that as a drummer, all you see are butts. I always thought that was so funny, right? Anyhow, super cool performance. I really wanted to get in there and see him play it. I loved it. I love all that big drum stuff at the end. It's so cool. So anyway, all right, guys, let's jump into this last extended one that's fan-made and see what we think. I'll see you on that one. Thank you. All right, we'll finish things up here with this fan-made video. It's an extended version of the track Tribal. I don't know if it needed to be extended, but I'm intrigued to see what they did. I say I don't know if it needed it because it is a short track, so I understand where they're coming from, but it has so much energy. It's so fast, it just makes you want more, which I think is a wonderful thing in a track. That being said, let's see what they put together and let's evaluate the differences and the necessity. Let's find out. Still says 15 seconds. Here's the extension. We have photos. No. That was cheeky, right? It was rude. Okay, so I respect what they did. I think that they did it tastefully, but I also don't think it's necessary for the track. I like the original better. I feel it provided all of the push and the drive I needed. This little bit of pulling in the middle, again, tastefully done, but I don't think it added to the track, so I prefer what Nightwish did. But nonetheless, I think it's cool that fans would have the interest in spending the time on putting something together like this, and I think they did a good job of it, actually. So there you go. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed all these versions. I appreciate it, and we'll jump into the next track here, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next time. Thank you. Hey, the podcast is over. What are you still doing here? Well, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks.